welcome back to Craig's Cabin. Now I'm on my fundraising walk, so I thought I'd take you guys along on a short part of the journey. I might even record it all, or in bits at least. And we're walking the Royal Military Canal from Cliff End all the way to Seabrook in Hythe. Let's jump into the video. So I didn't, I'm back, there we go. So I didn't record the first part of my walk, and we come through Fairlight, and now we're in Pet Level, or the end of Pet Level. Oh, some apples. I'm sorry about the shaky thing, but I've been walking for a while. But we just joined onto the Military Canal, which is just there, and we're going to walk along here for a bit, and we're going to go to the World War II observation point. What we got here? Bindweed and knapweed. And while I'm walking, I'm going to be foraging, because I've got some rice. Ooh, gotta hold this like this. Hold on 1 second. Hard to do with. I've got the stick as well. There we go. Let's try that. See if that works any better. So yeah, I'm going to be foraging on the way along the walk. I've got some packs of rice. I've got all my cooking stuff in my pack, which weighs as much as a child. Definitely underestimated how heavy this pack was going to be, but I'm not going to let it deter me. I'm doing this to raise funds for the volunteers, so we could pay for their training, so that they can run more sessions on stuff they're really into and interested in. So they've got all the qualifications, so it's all above board. Also trying to raise money so we can buy a minibus, so that some of the volunteers that haven't got transport can come to the sessions as well. Oh. So I'm just going to go up onto the bridge here, so you can have a look down the canal, and then we'll start the video up again when we get to the observation point. I've got some of my trusty bug spray that we made on my, there we go, some Craig's Cabin bug spray. Oh, there's a little duck. So this is the Military Canal, and this is where the army would march up and down and send supplies up and down during the war. So let's turn this around so you guys can mug. There we go. Mrs. Duck or Mr. Duck, I don't know. And we're heading down that way. So when we get to the observation point, we'll come back to the video. So according to the Google Maps, it's 9 minutes for me to get to the observation point, but the footpath I've taken says I'm right near it. So we're going to keep going the way that I'm chosen, not what Google says. Oh, thistles. So I've got the thistles here, and these purple bits here. Oh, got spikies. Hold on. To try and use my stick to take it off. No, it won't work. Let's take a few little ones out the middle. There we go. We've got the purple bits there. They're meant to resemble cucumber. Now I'll tell you what, whoever said they taste like cucumber is right. and now my mouth is flooded with water, so that'll keep me going for a little bit longer before I stop and have a drink, which won't be long. There's rabbits about. See, that's the Google telling me I'm really far away. But I turn the camera, see all these rabbit holes. Pet Level Preservation Trust. There's the Smuggler and New Beach Club and Pet Level Road. But there's the battery point. The observation point that we're going to was a strategic position for defensive structures for both the Second World War, when it was observation post and gun placements and pillbox, and the Napoleonic War. There. And it shows just here how it was grazing land and it was kept open until the Second World War, when grazing had ceased. The scrub land quickly took over, and that's how it was clogged with weeds, but it is now kept clear by the Environmental Agency. So, and some of the birds you might be able to hear while we're walking are the bullfinch, a redwing, white throat, and a reed warbler. And some of the flowers, we've seen the thistle already, the stinging nettles and brambles. But there's also purple loosestrife and yellow flag, some of the wildflowers. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow my intuition, just go off the path quickly just for the video. And wow, okay, I don't think we're going to be able to get up in there because it's see up there, there's got to be a way up without climbing that cliff. But that is the World War II observation post and gun turret, pillbox. Okay, we're going to see there's a footpath goes round and get up there. I know it's a little bit off my path where I'm going, but we'll see when I come back. From where I was, it's a bit overgrown and I can't see a clear path to get up, so I'm gonna chalk this one up to let's try and find a way another day and take the kids. But we're going to join back onto the Military Canal Path now. There we go. And so this is 28 miles plus from where I started, so it's a good distance. I don't know how many miles I've done now. I'll work it out when I stop next. It's up there in the cliff, so it's definitely a good spot with telescopes and all that lot looking out to sea. You definitely see if somebody's invading. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn the Google off. Might as well just turn that off and we'll come back when I'm further down the path. So just a quick update. Still walking along the Military Canal. See there? Where is it? In the background there. It's quite fast flowing as well. And just had a buzzard watching me. Yeah, so we're still on the Military Canal. We're no longer near Pet Level. We are near Winchelsea, we're not that far away from Rye and the Rye Harbour Nature Reserve. So I thought I'd just give you a quick update for the video. Let's swap side to that. Yeah, I thought I'd give you a quick update for the video, just so it shows we've made progress on this journey. I'm still not giving up. I've stopped for a drink, replenished my fluid, and carrying on. And my goal for today was to get 15 miles of the military canal done, and then there would be about the same to do tomorrow. But I want to get 15 miles done, hopefully before this weather turns on me. If not, I'll just have to put my raincoat on and keep going. But once I've done the 15 miles, it'll be time for me to set up camp, get some dinner and get some sleep. I've got all my bits and pieces in my pack, which is why it's so heavy. And I'm sure I don't have my straps adjusted properly, but I've got it adjusted where I've got a hard plastic thing pushed into the painful bit of my back, and it's actually been stopping my back from hurting. So looks like there's a cat holiday park over there in the distance. When I get to the bridge here, we'll stop and I'll see if I can zoom in the distance. But across this bridge looks like farmland. I wonder if we can see how far down the canal I've travelled. Obviously we won't see pet level, but maybe we can see a bit further down. I bumped into a family of swans that had 5 or 6 almost fully grown cygnets. Oh, and I just found some self-heal, which I'm going to forage as well. Well, you can almost see where I started. So, yeah, in the distance over there, up that hill, is Fairlight. I came all the way down through that hill, joined up to the military canal and Pet, and walked all the way through here, and I'm almost at Winchelsea. And if I turn the camera, or I'll turn myself around as well, there we go. We look into the distance this way, we can see the wind turbines, which is Rye Harbour. So we made pretty good time. If you haven't already, check out the GoFundMe page. The link should be in the community page of the channel. And if you have donated already, I thank you so much for your support. But like I keep saying, this fundraising walk and all the other fundraising things that I'm doing is to raise money for our volunteer group, so we can have training, so lead volunteers can run their own sessions of bushcraft and whatnot, and also to raise money so we can get a minibus, so we can transport those volunteers that don't have any transport. And eventually we want to get a base of operations, a proper official Craig's cabin, not just the one that me and my sons have built, because then that could be my own personal thing, but an actual Craig's cabin. So I'll keep you updated when I take my next little stop, but I've got to save the battery. Right, see you in a minute. So I came off the footpath a little bit, hopped over a gate and spoke to a nice ranger who works for the, I can't remember if it's Wildlife Trust or National Trust, but yeah. So I came off the footpath and came this way. I was following Google Maps instead of my intuition. And I found out I'm on either Wildlife Trust or National Trust land, and I'm in part of the wildlife rewilding project. But I spoke to the nice ranger, and he said I'm perfectly fine to walk along here. I got permission, as long as I'm not doing harm, I'm not littering, and I'm not going to set up camp here. I'm all right to walk along because it joins back up to the footpath at the end here. All I've got to do is hop over a gate at the end. So he did offer me a job. Yeah, he was chainsawing a fallen tree, and after I said thank you for all his help, he said, well, you could come and help me chainsaw this tree. And I had to decline because I've never used a chainsaw before in my life. It's one of them skills I'd like to learn though. So I'm almost at, I don't know, not Winchelsea, almost at Rye. So just in the distance is the Rye Harbour Nature Reserve. At the moment I'm walking through the, I'm presuming it's Wildlife Trust rewilding project along the Royal Military Canal, and turns out the footpath is on the other side of the canal. So when we get to the next village, town, etc., I'm going to stop, have a drink, give you guys another update, as well as everybody else that's following on Instagram and Facebook. I'll speak to you guys soon. Hi everybody, just another quick update. I've made it to Winchelsea, and I'm going to be taking a stop in a minute, a proper stop, because I've been travelling for about 4 hours now. I've done, I think, about 10 miles. I think it worked out, just over 10 miles. And I'm on Castle View, or Castle Farm Lane. I'm heading towards Camber Castle. But as soon as I get off the road here, I'm going to take a little half-hour break, because I've been travelling. Oh no, it's almost time. Sorry, I stopped the video there by accident. But what I've just found, Twitch, there we go, some wild hazelnuts or cob nuts. But yeah, we're down Castle Farm Lane, and we got to head towards Camber Castle and join back up with the Military Canal. We had to come out of the Military Canal at the end of the footpath at Winchelsea and travel down Sea Road for a little ways, and now we're on Castle Farm Lane heading towards Camber Castle to join back up with the Military Canal. It's on the River Bede, which is also part of the River Rother, and it all interconnects together, goes out to sea. But we're not that far from the town or village of Rye. Oh look, just what I needed, wild blackberries. Oh, look at that, there we go, lovely jubbly. So sweet. So here's the footpath. It's got to go back over, so I've got to climb over this stile, and there's a little gate there for you to let your dogs through, and butterflies everywhere. So I'm going to put my stick over. It's my journey stick. It's covered all sorts of goodies from my travels. Oh, up. This big old pack on my back makes it a lot harder to do this. This is about the 4th stile I've climbed over. Oh, but look at that view. It's been like that almost the whole way. It's beautiful. So I'm going to sit down here, just enjoy it for a little bit. I'm going to have a rest, and I'll keep you updated when I get to the next point. See you in a minute. Well, I had my little rest down in Chelsea, and I was going to head towards Camber Castle. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the distance, but I was told by one of the locals that if I take this footpath, I could take a more interesting route through the Wye Harbour Nature Reserve. I'm glad I did. Look at all them swans over there. Look at the flowers I'm finding. There's vipers and bugloss, red valerian. I've seen some minor bees. All different types of butterflies. I've seen the speckled wood, cabbage white, red admirals, cinnabar moth. There's so much, and I'm just so grateful that they told me to come this way. I should be able to go through the Wye Harbour Nature Reserve. That's the Google telling me it wants to recalculate. Distance, you see a little house. For the locals telling me about this route, even though Google says it's going to take me more hours. It looks to be the same route, more or less, as the map that I've got, except it's cut off a big bit where we meander off to Camber Castle. This takes us straight round through Wye Harbour, and from Wye Harbour we can go to Camber, head out towards Dungeness and Lyd. So I'll keep you updated. I'm starting to feel it a bit now though. Don't know how many hours I've been going for. What's that? It's 5.5 hours. Well, I'll call it 5 hours because I took a half-hour break. So, and when I last stopped it was at 11.3 miles. I'd done, oh Christ, be with me. The feet, and they're not too bad. A little achy, but I find the packs lightened up a little bit after I've had a few drinks and me protein yogurt. I'm waiting for my second wind to kick in, but I'm still hoping to get halfway down this journey before I set up camp. And apparently, if I keep going at the pace I'm going at, if I can keep up this pace, I will be at the halfway point by lunchtime. So I might have to take a little break at lunchtime at the halfway spot and assess how I feel about carrying on for a bit longer. The more I do today, the less I have to do tomorrow. But I'm enjoying this so much. honestly, I was apprehensive. I mean, I really wanted to do it just because I want to prove to myself I can do these things. But yeah, I'm feeling the weight of the pack. I have to pack and repack and pack and repack. I'm feeling the weight of it. I didn't think I was going to do it, but where Deborah's been tracking me, she told me when I last stopped it was 11.3 miles out of the 30. I was like, yes, I can do this. Because it's only been it was only 4 hours when I stopped. Somebody with a bike. Yeah, it was only 4 hours when I stopped. It's only 5 hours now. So I reckon I can smash this. If this one goes well, rest up for a while, start planning the next one. It'll be a bigger adventure. But I will keep you guys posted on all of our social media. I might even put some posts up in the community page about my plans. And see if I can bring a volunteer with me next time. See if they'd be up for that. Right, I'll see you guys in Rye. Catch you later. Hi guys, it's just a quick update because I'm absolutely shattered, for lack of a better word. I've gone past Iden Lock. I've done over 15 miles today. I've got cramp in the back of my calves, I've got cramp in my shoulders, I've got blisters on my feet. I've just eaten. I had venison, which I made into meatballs, and vegetables and rice, and I'm now enjoying some blackcurrants. Enjoying some blackcurrants that I picked on the way. I've pitched up somewhere along the route. I'm not going to disclose where, because it's technically illegal to wild camp here in the UK, well, in England anyway. So I'm going to see if I can remain undetected long enough to rest, because I've got 7 more hours to walk, and if I don't rest enough, then it's going to take me more than 7 hours, and I'm going to have to start earlier than I did to be able to get there for a sensible time. So I'm going to leave it there for today, and I'm going to rest. I'll see you guys in the morning. So it's about 5:30 the next morning. As you can see, I've packed up camp, and the tent I had was no good at all. With all the wind and rain we had last night, certain things in my pack got wet. So I've patched up my blisters, and I'm off on the next bit is to Appledore, but I'm not going to be recording the rest of the journey because the battery is getting low and I've used up 2 battery packs. So I will end this part of the video here, and I'll redo when we get to the end. Well, when I get to the end. But yeah, as you can see, along the military canal. I'm going to keep going. Next village or town I get to is going to be Appledore, and from there I'm going to keep making my way through until I get to Seabrook in Hythe. So I'll see you at the finish line. So it's now about 1:30 in the afternoon, and I've made it here to Seabrook in Hythe and the end of the military canal. So there's a car park here. It's been a long old journey and my feet are hurting, and it's time for me to go home. Thanks for coming along on this journey. Don't forget to donate. Stay safe. I'll see you later.